Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with a bonus mid-October 2021 reading, and I'm actually calling this reading From Darkness into the Light. So we will be choosing two cards from this deck, which I'm calling the Darkness here. This will be guidance, support, insight, and two cards from this light deck, what I'm calling the light for this specific reading, From Darkness into the Light. As always, Aquarius, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you that are liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. As I said, we are going from the dark into the light with this reading. So we're going to get two cards from each deck. This is going to be the dark, Aquarius, for this time in whatever capacity that comes up in. Let's see. Woo, there's one. I'm going to go ahead and get the second one out before I go digging on the ground for that one. It's so funny how many of them jump onto the ground that I have to go fishing for. All right, Spirit, one more with the dark. It's flipped over on the ground too, so I can't even see what it is. But these ones are kind of sticky today. One more, Spirit. One more for Aquarius for the dark. If you have been enjoying the October challenge videos, 31 days of videos for the 31 days of October, a video every single day, we are halfway through the challenge here, and I think it's been going well. It has been a little hectic, a little crazy. I have still not found the, if you watch the money and career reading from this week, I still have not found the golden cards that we use there, as my space here is pretty wrecked. But if you have been enjoying all of the videos, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, if you have been enjoying the different readings, the different formats, such as this one, go ahead and hit that like button too. I may keep, oh, there we go. I may keep some of these in the future on the channel. So we'll just see kind of where you guys are at with that. All right, let's go ahead and look at this, Aquarius. So the dark at this time for you is the hungry ghost, obsession, scarcity consciousness, and attachments. So yeah, that's a lot of darkness there, Aquarius, holding on to obsessions. What are you obsessing about? What is the attachment to that obsession? What are you attaching to? What are you creating meaning for right now that is not helping you? We create attachments to people, to things, to situations, and then we sit in the wounds and we ruminate over that. And here's a little tip, Aquarius. Your mind does not know the difference between fact and fantasy. It does not know the difference between when it's happening right now in this moment or if it's happened in the past. When you continue to replay it, it believes that that is a current situation that is happening right now. Okay, so when you're ruminating, when you are sitting in those situations or in those stories about those people, when you are creating attachments, when you are attaching emotion, when you are doing all those things, Aquarius, your mind believes you. It says, all right, this is really what happened. When we are creating mountains out of molehills or molehills out of mountains, however that saying goes, your mind believes you. It believes that that is what really is happening. It believes those conversations are happening, Aquarius. So this is your shadow. This is what you need to bring into the light at this point. And of course, we are going to get some advice, some insight, and some light cards. But you also, some of you are really sitting in scarcity mindset, scarcity consciousness, where nothing can go right. Everything is always wrong. You always have bad luck. Everything always happens to me. Why? that sort of thing. And it's not really benefiting you. It's not helping you. So this is your shadow, Aquarius. This is a shadow. This is a dark side within yourself. The hungry ghost, obsessions, scarcity consciousness, and attachment. Become aware of that. What are you attaching to? What are you not believing can ever happen for you? Doesn't happen for people like me. Wouldn't happen for me. I don't have good luck. The only luck I have is bad luck. Or obsessions. What are you obsessing about? Bring those up to the conscious level. Become aware of them and begin to shift them. All right. Now, the other shadow is ideas preserved, non-action, entitlement, the ice queen. So some of you believe or are believing, sorry, I bumped the camera there, that you are entitled, that you cannot do anything and that everything is to come to you, that you do not have to take any action, that your ideas that you have, maybe some of you, what's coming through actually is that some of you are sharing ideas that you've had, but you're not taking action on them and somebody else is, right? And then you're like, oh, that was my idea. Yeah. Okay. For starters, two things. Don't say anything until you're actually in the process or at the end of it, Aquarius. Let yourself have the time to create or do whatever it is, unless it's somebody that you trust, right? Sometimes when people are having babies or pregnant, the couple doesn't share the baby's name because a lot of times other people will use that name themselves if they are pregnant also. So keep a little bit of mystery about yourself, Aquarius. Keep a little bit of mystery about the things that you are embarking upon or doing, unless you are looking for maybe some advice, or you're looking potentially for a leg up or some help or something like that. Tune into your soul tribe, the people that you really, really can and do trust. Don't just go out willy-nilly and speak to everybody or tell everybody about it, because, and then take non-action or not take any action on it, because someone else will, Aquarius, someone else will. And then also entitlement. So are you feeling entitled? Are you feeling that the world owes you, people owe you, everybody owes you all these things, but you don't need to do anything? That's a little bit of your darkness, Aquarius. So you have these two darkness cards here. Hungry ghosts, obsessions, scarcity consciousness, attachment, and the ice queen, ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. Beautiful energy coming in for you to become conscious and aware of, Aquarius, and take action, shift it, work with it, rewrite it, all of those good things. Let's go ahead and see here what the cards actually have for advice, for guidance, for support, for insight within moving into the light here, from the dark to the light. Let's see what you get here, Aquarius, for your advice, for your guidance, for your support. What is the advice for Aquarius? What is the advice for Aquarius? We've already discussed a lot of insight, but let's see what the cards have for advice, for guidance, for support, from moving from the dark into the light. And these are some pretty heavy dark things that are coming in here for you, Aquarius. Pretty heavy dark things coming in. All right, Spirit, let's see. What is the advice? What is the guidance? What is the insight? What is the support for Aquarius? Oh, you want that one. Could have jumped out with it. Yeah, well, there's that. Pretty cut and dry. Pretty cut and dry. All right, one more, Spirit. Okay, that's the one you wanted. All right, there you go. So your advice, your guidance, your insight, your support, Aquarius, is gratitude. Gratitude. So be of a grateful heart. Be of a grateful heart. When you are grateful for everything that is in your life, everything that is occurring in your life, whether you have attached meaning to it and it's a good meaning or a bad meaning, the reality, what's coming through here, is that there is no good or bad. It just is. And our attachment, what we attach to it, is what makes it good or bad. What we decide about it, what we decide it means about us, is what makes it good or bad. So if you, Aquarius, can step into gratitude with everything, with everything, no matter what the situation is, no matter what is coming up, because even in those perceived bad situations, there is growth, there is learning that are attached with that. So be grateful for that, for what you gain from those situations. Also, obsessions. When we are obsessed with things, Aquarius, we are actually also putting out a lack or scarcity mindset with that. When we feel like we need to be obsessed with somebody or something, it really, really is sending out a message to the universe that we don't actually have that. So we need to obsess about it to pull it into us, but actually we are deflecting it. We are pushing it away when we are in that space, all right? And then also that scarcity, when we're in scarcity, it's the same thing. Pushing away what it is because we don't believe we can have it, and also because we do not already believe that we do have it, right? When we're in scarcity mindset, it doesn't, or scarcity consciousness, it is not gratitude. It is all about why me, or why not me, or not me, or that could never happen for me or to me, that sort of thing. Be in a state of gratitude. That is your insight, Aquarius. That is your guidance. That is your advice. Be in an attitude of gratitude no matter what is coming in, because even if you have attached meaning to it, that it's bad or it's not good or that sort of thing, that attached meaning really is not helping you, right? It's hurting you in the long run, which your next card here that we're going to talk about in just a second is healing. It is hurting you, but it also is creating this area or this space where you feel entitled, like everything needs to happen to you, for you, and come for you, and it all needs to be what you have attached meaning to as good. And if not, then you kind of sit in this idea that nothing good ever happens for you, and that's what you're calling in. That's what the universe is bringing to you, because that's what you're believing, Aquarius. And also it puts you in a state of non-action. When you are grateful, when you are open, when you are in a state of overflow and abundance, then you actually are really going to receive, and a grateful heart just helps with that, because all of that is abundance, overflow, all of that, it comes in through gratitude. It's the universe gifting you, bringing more into your life, because you are already in a state of receiving. That's beautiful. Beautiful energy, Aquarius. All right, and then healing. Healing. So another insight, advice, guidance, support for you right now, from coming from the dark to the light, Aquarius, is healing. Healing those beliefs, healing those ideas, healing those attachments, healing that scarcity consciousness, and taking action. Taking action. We go from the Ice Queen with ideas preserved, like frozen in time, is basically what is coming through. Ideas that are being frozen in time instead of being moved on or taking action on. This is, those intuitive nudges, those inspirations that are coming through that are not actually being followed through with. Nothing is happening. And it's almost as if spirit, I'm like seeing like this kind of old cave like hammer or mallet sort of thing, like bopping you on the head, or bopping somebody on the head in this image that I'm getting here, Aquarius. Like every time it's like they have to bop a little bit harder, and you're still not getting the idea to take action, to do the work, to actually put your ideas out there, Aquarius, and to really, really know that whatever it is that you are there or here or wanting or to create is within your reach. Heal those ideas, heal that scarcity consciousness, let go of the obsessions and the attachments, take action. And Aquarius, spirit will reach you or level up with you. And every step that you take, spirit is willing to take at least one step, if not two, in that same direction with you. But you need to be willing to heal, to open up, to let go of all of this dark stuff, to whatever extreme that you can at this point, Aquarius. I do realize that certain times or certain people or what have you are in different situations, right? Or in deeper situations depending on environment or depending on kind of what they were raised with, that sort of thing. Healing is needed. Healing and gratitude for all that you already have. There are people out there, Aquarius, I'm pretty sure I can almost guarantee, or I can guarantee, that there are people out there that have it much worse than you, that are much more grateful and that are willing to do the work. So it's time to let go of that dark and to step into the light. So let's see, what is the light that's coming in here? What is the light? What is the light for Aquarius here, Spirit? This is definitely a different reading than I have done in the past. I am really here for it, though. So let's see what the light is. And what is the light? This one right here. Yep. One more. These mat cards are a little bit more difficult sometimes. What else, Spirit? What else is the light for Aquarius? Yeah, that one. Why did... Okay. All right, let's see. What is the light? Yep. Yep. So the light, Aquarius, is creating your own heaven on earth. So through gratitude, it's happening through moving through this dark, through noticing, becoming aware. It's luminaria, yeah, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So through the work, through the insights, through the gratitude, through the healing, understanding, knowing, seeing, believing, that these things are actually there and that they can be worked on, they can be rewritten, they can be shifted, right? Then you're creating your own heaven on earth in the light, bringing that light in. We have to have the duality, we have to have the polarity, we have to have the dark for the light, right? There has to be night, there has to be day, that sort of thing. When we realize that we're having attachments and those attachments are actually only hurting us, or the obsessions and they're only hurting us, or feeling entitled, not taking action, right? Scarcity consciousness, all of that stuff, not doing or moving with ideas or intuitive nudges or inspirations, right? When we realize that that's only hurting us, when we bring that up to the conscious level and we make ourselves aware of that, or we become aware of that, we can create our own heaven on earth. We can move mountains. We can, through gratitude, through that healing, through that awareness, we can come into a more illuminated place. We can open up and be a conduit of sorts to not only have that healing, have that gratitude, but also spread that out in the world. We can create our own heaven on earth with co-creation and with realization, with understanding, and with being willing to do the work, to go deeper, to check in, to connect with not only ourselves, but also with spirit, with divine, with our soul tribe, with whatever it is, but also to become aware of what potentially dark is there within us. We need that shadow. That shadow does help us. It also gives us lessons. It also, completes us. So there are parts of the aspects of this that actually are helping you, Aquarius, that are helping you move forward with that darkness. And as you look at those separate things or whatever else may be coming up with you through this reading, you are able to heal that. You are able to kind of bring that into the whole of you, of who you are. And with gratitude, you're also able to use that to your benefit and to create your own heaven on earth, kind of with that light, right? With that illumination, with that understanding, with that knowing, and with that insight. And then also in the light, you have the inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So you are being reminded that with healing, with gratitude, with seeing all of this, that you are opening your heart, Aquarius. And that is beautiful, beautiful energy. Opening your heart, opening yourself up to, see the abundance all around you, to see that there is guidance, that there is support, that there is or are things happening behind the scenes, behind the curtains, that are really, really showing up, and that love is all around you, right? That we don't have to stay in the darkness, that we can move into the light. There is time, right? The duality, the polarity. There is time where darkness is beneficial. We get to go in, we get to see, we get to understand, we get to connect, we get to work with, we get to rewrite, we get to shift, we get to heal, right? All of those things. And we get to step into our heart through that process. We get to open our heart. We get to create our own heaven on earth. Healing, the gratitude, all of that plays a part, Aquarius. This is such beautiful energy for you. And your heart is opening through the process. So moving from dark to light is such a beautiful, beautiful energy. And this is a beautiful time for you within this process, Aquarius, as this process is really, really moving you forward and creating a deeper connection with you and yourself, with spirit, with divine. And it is really, really bringing you into a new state of enlightenment, a new state of awakening, which is desperately needed at this time in this world, and to create your own heaven on earth for you within your own reality. All right, Aquarius, I do intend that this reading resonated with you and for you. If it did, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video. Also, if you like the style of this reading, go ahead and like this video, and potentially we will do more of these videos or types of readings on the channel in the future. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. I do intend, or as always, I do wish you lots of hope, joy, and love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.